Are you wondering why you can't sleep? Imagine lying down, but your mind stays active and your body can't relax. The night passes, and sleep gets further and further away. Many people don't realize that insomnia is not just a temporary problem, but can silently affect your health and shorten your life expectancy. Although surprisingly it doesn't appear in the lists of causes of death, insomnia can lead to serious issues such as heart attacks, strokes, and permanent brain damage. Not sleeping well doesn't just mean being tired, it's a sign that something serious is happening in your body. If you feel fatigued but can't sleep, it's time to pay attention. Today, we will analyze the reasons behind this difficulty resting and how certain seemingly harmless habits can make the problem worse. Plus, I'll tell you an even more worrying truth: some ways of sleeping can actually be harmful. Do you want to know what they are? Stay until the end to find out. Now, let's start with the content of the video. Did you know that sleeping hungry can be harmful to your health? In this article, I will explore the places and methods that people in Russia use to fall asleep quickly. We will also talk about a technique used by the military to fall asleep in just 2 minutes. Is it bad to use earplugs if you suffer from insomnia? Before diving into the different approaches to combat insomnia and help you choose the one that's best for you, I will share a quick trick that the Japanese use to fall asleep easily, even at work or on public transportation. How do the Japanese manage to fall asleep in just 2 minutes, whether on a park bench or anywhere else? Quick sleep at work. These short naps are even promoted, as they help recharge energy and improve efficiency. The Japanese use breathing methods to achieve this. One of them involves taking small inhales through the nose, holding the breath while counting to 7, and then slowly exhaling through the mouth while counting to 8. Repeating this exercise several times can help a person fall asleep quickly, especially if they have difficulty falling asleep occasionally. However, if you regularly experience difficulty falling asleep, a different approach is necessary. I will explain how to do it, but first it's important to understand the different types of insomnia and know which one you're suffering from, whether it's temporary or short-term. Insomnia can last anywhere from a few days to several weeks, and is usually caused by stress or disruptions in sleep schedules. An example of this is when you travel frequently and face time zone changes. These sleep disturbances are typically isolated episodes. On the other hand, some people suffer from chronic insomnia, a persistent condition. Someone is considered to have chronic insomnia if they struggle to sleep 3 or more times a week for at least 3 months. Did you know what many people do when they can't sleep? Most stay in bed in the dark, but others turn to sleeping pills. Are these pills dangerous? If not used properly, sleeping pills can worsen sleep quality, cause side effects, and even lead to dependence. Can sleeping pills really cause addiction? Yes, sleeping pills can cause both physical and psychological dependence. Physical addiction occurs when a person needs to continuously increase the dosage of the medication to achieve the expected effect of falling asleep quickly or enjoying uninterrupted sleep throughout the night, which is the goal of many people suffering from insomnia. As for psychological addiction, it becomes a constant routine. The person lies in bed, takes the pill from the nightstand, puts it in their mouth, swallows it with water, and feels calm, convinced they will sleep because they can't do it without the medication. This is another type of dependence that requires professional intervention. The sooner you seek medical help, the easier it will be to overcome this addiction. Sleeping pills often contain compounds that cause physical dependence, reaching a point where the person can't sleep without relying on them. To prevent this situation, in the second part of this video, I will show you how to fight insomnia without resorting to drugs. Also, sedatives often cause various unwanted side effects, such as dizziness and mood changes, symptoms no one wants to experience, and which can even lead to memory problems. It's more appropriate to identify the root cause of your insomnia in order to choose the most effective solutions. We tend to focus on external factors. Elements like noisy neighbors or an uncomfortable pillow can interfere with rest, but our own habits are the main culprits. Activities like watching TV, using the phone or computer before bed, consuming coffee or alcohol, exercising intensely, or doing mental tasks at night contribute to the onset of insomnia. And when insomnia strikes, health problems follow. Can the lack of rest affect health? Yes, it has been proven. Lack of sleep increases the risk of developing obesity, diabetes, and, most critically, cardiovascular problems, which directly impact life expectancy. These conditions can lead to serious complications such as heart attacks, heart failure, or arrhythmias. Additionally, insufficient sleep is considered one of the leading causes of death during the night. There is concerning news: lack of sleep causes the accumulation of beta amyloids, which are considered waste. Excessive amounts of these proteins damage nerve cells and can contribute to the development of Alzheimer's and dementia. During deep sleep, the brain eliminates these toxic substances, including beta amyloid, and this process only happens while you are asleep. How much sleep is necessary to be truly healthy? Adults should sleep between 7 and 9 hours each night. However, some people may need a bit more, while others may feel fine with slightly less. And you, how many hours do you sleep? I suggest you pay attention to how you feel when you wake up. If you feel full of energy, it's a sign that you've slept enough. If not, it's time to investigate what might be affecting your rest. Perhaps melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep-wake cycles, is responsible. Melatonin plays a crucial role in the body's recovery during sleep, promoting health by helping cells repair after damage, earning it the title of longevity hormone. But does more melatonin really mean greater longevity and better rest? Sleep specialist Daria Lebedeva clarified that it's not melatonin that causes sleep problems, but adenosine, a substance found in all our cells and in the brain, where it's known as the fatigue molecule. As you stay awake, the brain generates adenosine. The longer you stay awake without rest, the more adenosine accumulates, increasing the need for sleep. A lack of adenosine can make it difficult to rest. However, it is melatonin that facilitates the process of falling asleep by regulating our biological rhythms. A shortage of melatonin can disrupt sleep patterns, leading to a negative cycle. So, how can we increase melatonin production and regulate our biological rhythms? One way is to ensure there's darkness at night. It's essential to avoid strong light sources and sleep in total darkness, as light interrupts melatonin production. Another factor affecting melatonin levels in the body is exercise. If you ask a sleep expert, they will tell you that physical activity plays a fundamental role. When a person doesn't feel physically tired or restorative, natural rest is not likely. As we increase our physical fatigue, sleep the next day will be deeper. It's recommended to choose an enjoyable physical activity, preferably outdoors. For example, aerobic exercises are an excellent option. It's crucial to engage in this activity regularly and enjoy it, finishing at least 3 hours before going to bed. Before we continue, remember to give the video a like if you're enjoying it and subscribe to the channel for the best advice on attracting abundance and prosperity into your life. Let's continue. It's crucial that the exercise aligns with your natural rhythms. Those who are more active at night will benefit more from exercising in the afternoon, while early risers tend to prefer morning workouts. Pay attention to your body's signals and engage in physical activity to promote better rest. Experts also suggest setting a regular sleep routine, going to bed at the same time every day. Why is this important? Today I'll explain. Each person can discover the time of day that best suits their needs. For example, night owls can go to bed after midnight and still maintain a healthy sleep pattern. This behavior supports melatonin production and enhances the ability to cope with stress, as stress also impacts sleep quality. What factors make sleep difficult? Stress is a common cause of insomnia, whether from positive or negative emotions, as the body releases stress-related hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These substances increase brain activity and excitement, leading to anxiety and complicating the process of falling asleep. Would you like to learn how to stop your thoughts and sleep better? A helpful technique is to write down those thoughts that keep you awake. You can jot them in a list or record them on your phone and then tell yourself you'll address them the next day. This trick works for many people by clearing the mind and ensuring good rest. And of course, this isn't the only strategy. I'll also share a few other tips. If nightmares interrupt your rest and you've just woken up from a terrifying dream, changing positions could help. Our grandmothers used to recommend looking toward the window and letting the nightmare fade away. However, a poor night's sleep caused by nightmares is typically linked to stress and high levels of anxiety. Diet also has the potential to negatively affect sleep quality. Eating heavy meals before bed, especially those rich in fats like pork or lamb, or dishes heavily spiced, can activate the nervous system and send signals to the brain. It's time to stay alert. Caffeine-containing beverages like coffee, black or green tea, chocolate, and cola drinks should be consumed during the first part of the day, as they can affect sleep. As for alcohol, its effects vary. Moderate consumption usually doesn't harm rest, but in large amounts, it can interfere. For women, a high amount of alcohol is approximately 50 milliliters of strong liquor or a glass of wine. For men, it's double. Although these amounts may not affect the process of falling asleep, they do alter the quality of sleep, making it lighter and interrupted with frequent awakenings throughout the night. Foods such as cheese, pork, eggplant, tomatoes, and potatoes contain an amino acid that, when processed by the body, can turn into a stimulant for the brain, affecting sleep. While caffeine is well known for its energizing effects, some people experience a relaxing effect from it. Ultimately, many people believe alcohol promotes a good rest. However, while it may help you fall asleep, it affects the quality of sleep, making it more shallow and fragmented. For some, alcohol may help them sleep faster due to its relaxing effect on the nervous system and its ability to induce sleep. However, the initial effect of alcohol reduces the duration of deep sleep, which is when the body recovers. As a result, although it seems like we're sleeping, the rest is not truly restorative. The main issue is that alcohol reduces melatonin production, so consuming it to sleep is not a good option. Would you like to know which drink to consume before bed to fall asleep quickly and consistently? I'll tell you, but first, let's talk about sugary foods. Why is it crucial to be cautious with sweets before bed? First of all, sweets cause a rapid spike in blood sugar, which can make it difficult to sleep or cause interrupted sleep. Sugary foods contain many carbohydrates, which provide an energy boost. On the other hand, some people feel that eating something sweet helps them calm down. Therefore, the decision to consume something sweet before bed is up to you. If you choose to eat something sweet, it's ideal to do so 3 or 4 hours before bed and avoid chocolate. While it's tasty, chocolate contains caffeine and theobromine, compounds that stimulate and may interfere with rest, so it's better saved for breakfast. It's also recommended to have dinner 3 to 4 hours before going to bed. But what if you skipped dinner and can't sleep on an empty stomach? It's not advisable to sleep hungry, as the feeling of emptiness in the stomach sends signals to the brain, which interprets them as a lack of energy, halting melatonin production and making it harder to get restful sleep. Experts suggest having a light snack, such as a banana, which contains compounds that promote sleep, along with magnesium and vitamin B6, which have a relaxing effect. Another option is a small handful of almonds, walnuts, or hazelnuts, as these foods are rich in melatonin. If you decide to have a full meal before bed, it's advisable to sleep on your left side. Choosing another position can cause food to put pressure on the lower esophageal sphincter, weakening it and allowing food and stomach acids to rise into the esophagus, causing acid reflux and other discomforts. If this happens regularly, health problems may arise. Therefore, after eating, it's best to sleep on your left side. Also, it's better to have a light meal at night than go to bed hungry, as this is one of the secrets to enjoying a good rest. Now, let me share another tip related to food and rest. Although the stomach and brain seem distant, everything in our body is connected, so what you consume before bed should be light. The ideal dinner to fight insomnia includes lean protein, such as chicken or turkey, paired with vegetables. These foods provide essential amino acids that promote melatonin production. Turkey, for example, contains tryptophan. Other foods such as nuts, legumes, cottage cheese, and dates are also rich in nutrients that promote restful sleep. It's advisable to pair these foods with carbohydrates, such as vegetables and fruits, since carbohydrates help release substances that aid nighttime rest. Insulin helps absorb tryptophan, making sleep easier. Learn which foods are ideal for improving sleep quality. Those rich in tryptophan promote melatonin production. However, a diet for sleep doesn't have immediate effects, it must be consistently maintained. And if you need to rest well tonight, there are various strategies and habits that can help. What methods do the Chinese use to fall asleep quickly, apart from herbal teas that promote relaxation? The Chinese regularly use breathing and visualization techniques. One effective exercise, for example, is to take a prolonged exhalation, ensuring the inhalation is shorter than the exhalation, which is done slowly through the mouth. Repeat this process several times until you feel fully relaxed. It's important to note, however, that breathing techniques are not universal. It's essential to find the one that best suits your needs. Our expert notes that any breathing technique focused on prolonged and relaxed exhalation helps lower cortisol levels, the stress hormone, making it easier to rest at night. One example is square breathing. Inhale counting to 4, hold your breath for 4 counts, exhale, take a brief pause, and repeat this process 10 to 15 times. Another option is to inhale counting to 4 and exhale in whatever manner feels most comfortable for you. If you haven't tried breathing techniques yet, you might feel a bit strange at first. That's why I recommend practicing during the day to get used to the technique. Once you master it, you can use it before sleeping. Breathing deeply, steadily, and slowly promotes relaxation and helps you fall asleep. You can also combine breathing with visualization, imagining a starry sky or clouds slowly moving across the horizon. Experiment with this practice and find the one that works best for you. Members of the military have developed their own methods to fall asleep quickly, even in challenging circumstances. One of these methods involves looking forward, releasing tension in the facial muscles, including the tongue and jaw, exhaling, and breathing deeply and calmly. Next, relax both your legs and arms, allowing all the muscles in your body to loosen. Then, imagine lying on a velvet rug in a dimly lit room, trying to clear your mind of any thoughts. If thoughts persist, repeat in your mind, "Don't think, Don't think, don't think. Imagine yourself lying on the rug in the dark room again. This technique not only teaches you how to relax the body, but also the mind, which is crucial since excess thoughts often make it difficult to sleep. It takes the military more than a day to perfect this technique, but with practice, you could do it too. Another strategy some people use is listening to audiobooks or music before bed. A traditional practice for falling asleep quickly is drinking warm milk. Milk contains tryptophan, which, as mentioned earlier, supports melatonin production. It also improves blood circulation, helping the body relax. Additionally, warm milk creates a feeling of comfort and warmth. If you consume it every night, it could become a routine. This might be the habit you need. And by the way, going to bed at the same time every night can also become a routine. Before we continue, remember to like the video if you're enjoying it, and subscribe to the channel to receive the best tips on how to attract abundance and prosperity into your life. Let's move forward. What factors help the brain adapt to sleep at a fixed time, which contributes to fighting insomnia? What other ways are there to face it? Share your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's explore what herbs experts recommend to improve sleep. When looking for remedies, one of the most common options is milk with honey, as well as herbal teas. These are drinks that can be associated with pleasant moments, such as restful sleep. You may recall the fruit drinks your grandmother made or the herbs she collected and dried to make teas. Nowadays, there are ready-made blends for restorative rest, with ingredients like mint, lemon balm, lavender, and chamomile. You can choose a combination that offers the aroma that relaxes you the most and makes you feel comfortable. By preparing this herbal infusion before bed, you create a triple effect. First, the relaxing effect of the herbs in the tea. Second, aromatherapy, where the gentle aroma of lavender, for example, promotes relaxation. And third, the act of preparing and enjoying the tea in a beautiful cup. All these components together will help you rest deeply. Before bed, it's ideal to drink plain water or a relaxing herbal infusion, such as mint, chamomile, oregano, or linden. One option is to prepare a mix of chamomile and linden in equal parts, letting it steep for 10 minutes. These herbs can also be used as essential oils to fight insomnia. Lavender, chamomile, bergamot, vanilla, and sandalwood are scents that promote relaxation. You can use essential oils of these fragrances in an aromatherapy lamp before bed, in a relaxing bath, or even place a few drops on a cloth near your pillow. These essences will contribute to your relaxation. Now, regarding another common question, is it recommended to sleep during the day? Can daytime rest affect nighttime sleep? In fact, it could even benefit it. There are two main types of naps, the short nap and the coffee nap. The short nap involves a brief rest, usually after eating, where you lie down or sit in a quiet place and close your eyes for about 20 to 30 minutes. It may seem like you haven't rested enough, but it's actually the initial phase of sleep that has a revitalizing effect. The coffee nap works similarly, but in this case, you drink a cup of coffee before sleeping. After about 25 minutes of rest, the coffee takes effect, helping you feel more alert when you wake up. Both nap styles can be beneficial. Healthy habits for your well-being. A common concern is whether it's truly beneficial to take a walk before bed to fall asleep more quickly. A gentle walk before bed can help relax the body and prepare for rest. Breathing fresh air and releasing endorphins helps reduce stress, promoting deeper sleep. However, walking at a brisk pace or taking an intense walk might have the opposite effect. Vigorous physical activity raises adrenaline levels, which can make sleep difficult. Therefore, take a calm walk, as it's a more beneficial option than watching TV or using electronic devices. Why do screens from devices and TVs cause insomnia? This is because they emit blue light, which inhibits melatonin production. The longer we spend looking at a blue screen, the harder it becomes to fall asleep. Studies have shown that people who use devices before bed have lower quality sleep and are more likely to suffer from insomnia. Blood circulation is essential for a good night's sleep. During rest, we go through different stages of sleep, and it's common for someone to wake up briefly to change positions. Therefore, it's not possible to remain still all night, otherwise, you could strain one side of your body and wake up uncomfortable at dawn. Do you think it's only necessary to have a pillow suited to your preferred sleeping position? If your favorite position is sleeping on your stomach, it's best to opt for a fairly low pillow, specially designed for those who sleep in this position. This way, you'll maintain the alignment of your cervical spine and avoid waking up with a headache or neck discomfort. Sleeping in an improper position can affect blood circulation to the brain. This happens when the arteries and veins in the neck twist, limiting oxygen flow to the brain, affecting concentration, memory, causing headaches, and in more severe cases, may trigger a stroke. If you prefer sleeping on your side, with your knees bent or in a butterfly position, it's important to know that this position can compress blood vessels and nerves in the arms and legs. Sleeping sitting or semi-sitting is particularly risky, as it increases the likelihood of thrombosis. A small clot in the legs isn't dangerous as long as it doesn't move. Habitual sleeping in this position can hinder blood circulation in the legs, raise blood pressure, and allow a clot to move, obstructing blood vessels. The most recommended and safe sleeping position is fetal, which is the most adopted by the majority. Globally, sleeping on your side is a valid option, but it's crucial to do it correctly. Place a pillow between your knees to prevent spinal misalignment, ensuring that your spine remains straight and horizontal. This way, your muscles will be able to relax completely. Although adapting to a proper posture may take time, the long-term health and well-being benefits make it worthwhile. If you want to improve your sleep quality, it is advisable to consult a sleep disorder expert. This professional will diagnose sleep-related problems, identify the causes of insomnia, and offer treatments or suggestions to improve your rest. Insomnia isn't just about frequent lack of sleep, it also refers to situations where, despite sleeping, you wake up feeling unrefreshed and experience fatigue and difficulty concentrating during the day. If sleep problems persist for more than 3 weeks, or if you experience apnea, pauses in breathing while sleeping, it is crucial to consult an expert. This also applies if, despite having sufficient sleep at night, you feel constantly tired during the day. To combat insomnia and improve sleep quality, you need to modify your routines. Try going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Create a relaxing environment in your room and avoid consuming foods that stimulate the brain, like sugars, caffeine, and alcohol. Remember, as the Stoic philosophy teaches us, we should focus on what we can control and accept what is beyond our reach. The quality of rest largely depends on how we manage our daily actions. As Seneca said, true well-being lies in enjoying the present without worrying about the future. Similarly, we should focus on taking care of our health in the present moment and not let worries about sleep dominate us. Here are some helpful tips to get started. Engage in moderate physical activity, but avoid doing so right before bedtime, as it's important to maintain a good balance. Also, turn off electronic devices and stop watching television at least 1 hour before bed. We know that excessive use of these technologies disrupts the natural sleep rhythms. The quality of your rest, or lack thereof, depends largely on your habits and lifestyle. Stoic philosophers teach us to develop virtue and self-control. A good night's rest also requires a disciplined routine. Now, a tip for those struggling to fall asleep: many people try to force themselves to sleep, controlling the process and worrying about it constantly. However, as the Stoics suggested, instead of obsessing over the need to sleep, focus on relaxing your body. Notice how your feet touch the ground, how your shoulders soften, and breathe calmly. Try shifting your focus from the task of falling asleep to the task of keeping your eyes closed. By doing this, stress disappears, and sleep arrives naturally. Remember what Epictetus said: "It's not the things that worry us, but the way we perceive them." If you stop obsessing over sleep, rest will come on its own. Make this a regular practice, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I wish you a good night, health, and a long life.